This is book 4 in the Blood Hunt series. Before I give a brief description of what's going on in the book, there's a few things you need to know about this particular tome. It took a bit longer than most of the others. Well, okay, other than book 1, which took 4 years to complete. This one took 9 months of research and a lot of heartache in bringing it to fruition. It came out during the height of the pandemic, and I lost my newly found cousin, Samir Cooper, to COVID-19. He had been consulted about the idea, and he loved it so much because in the alternate universe, his great-great-grandson became part of the series. And it turned out it was a long-lost cousin of Kai's. Now, the research in this was a combination of borrowing some books on the Dene Nation, you also know them as Navajo, from my adopted little sister, Kathleen Sanders, who just so happens to be one of my neighbors. And we had many a long talk on my front porch, and she was the one who suggested I get in touch with the Dene Elder because of the sensitive topic. And I finally found a man by the name of Shane Brown, who has online videos on Facebook called Navajo Traditional Teachings. I will try to include the link at the bottom of this video. I got in touch with him. I presented the idea, and I got a lot of wonderful feedback and advice on the matter. I would love to be able to find their address so I could send them a copy of this book, or go meet them, and just thank them profusely. It's a very sensitive topic, so I wanted to make sure I didn't step on any toes and I didn't upset their culture in any way. It takes a look at an alternative scientific plus some supernatural theories as to why the walkers came into existence. I will not say the full name of the beings, as the Dene feel if you say it out loud, then those beings will come after you and your family. And since I'm of a faith who actually has seen quite a few things that science can't explain, and the hairs on the back of my neck stand up just thinking about these creatures, trust me, I decided I am going to honor that. Now, I can give you a Dene Bazad, which is their language, word for it. And I don't know if I have the pronunciation correct. Yi Nald Loshi. It roughly translates as he who walks on all fours. So just thinking of the English word for it makes me feel ill. So there you go. Use your imagination. I think you'll figure out what it's about. Now, the premise of this book is that after a long time, an old threat to the Dene has become so bad, they have to call for outside help. So they contact the Hunters Guild. The Hunters Guilds take a look at all of the videos that they've taken and all the information, and they know they're over their head in this. So they contact the FAC, which is the Free America Civil Militia. FAC looks at all of this, sends in the Night Rider platoon to see what they can find. The Night Rider platoon takes a look around and indicates, we're going to need some help. And that's where First Lieutenant Kayla Day Ann McMahon, also known as Kai, comes in. So, what starts out as a fact-finding scouting for her, she winds up discovering a long-lost cousin who's also out there scouting around individually. And they get ambushed, and it turns into an all-out fight. And the more they uncover of the facts and clues, the worse the overall picture looks. To where in the end, there's a huge war between the walkers and all of the forces that Kai musters for it. It is resolved. However, Kai has mixed feelings about the outcome and has tattoos placed on her forearms to remember those who had to fall. She feels that badly about it. She knew it had to be done. They had to go. But it still makes her feel really bad because there were innocent lives involved in it. And she doesn't like having to take out innocent lives, but she knew that they would suffer if they were allowed to live. So hopefully this little book will make you a little nervous as you follow the adventure. If it's any consolation, there were many times it got me plenty nervous just typing it out. So there you go. I hope you enjoy this book.